Welcome. Let's do a short movement break. This would be great to do right at your desk. Maybe just pushing your chair back a little bit so you have some space in front of you. Or you can do it in any chair, or it can be modified for sitting on the floor if you would prefer. If you're in a chair, take a moment to make sure that you can really feel your feet grounded on the floor. And if you can't, and you have something that you can slide underneath your feet to lift them up, maybe just even a blanket, that might be helpful so that you can feel really grounded through your feet. You're going to start just sitting comfortably in your chair, feeling your feet on the floor, feeling your sitting bones on the chair, and tuning into your breath for a few nice, easy inhales and exhales. As you breathe out, see if you can relax a little tension anywhere, allowing your weight to get a little heavier down into the chair, into the support of the floor. As you breathe in, you might see if you can invite some breath into your side ribs, maybe even into the back ribs. And then we'll introduce a little bit of movement here. If you can, you might just see if you can feel some coordination, some connection between this breathing and the movement that you do. We're going to start by just making small circles with your torso. So you'll feel yourself rocking side to front, to side to back on the sitting bones. Keep this comfortable and easy. And start to feel your way into how this movement feels best for you. If anyone feels a little bit ungrounded with your feet more in front and it's comfortable for you to step the feet a little wider, that's a variation. You might keep your hands on your legs so you have a little bit of support. And some people will feel like they want to make this movement a little bit bigger, or maybe feel into some nice stretches in some of the corners of the movement. Other people might feel that it feels best to keep this movement nice and small. So customize it, personalize it, make it your own. Find your own pace, your own rhythm. And then when you're ready, go the opposite direction. We're using the muscles a little differently when we switch directions, and you may find that it changes how you want to do the movement, or you may find that it feels pretty similar. This direction, as in the first direction, find the ways to customize this movement so that it feels really helpful for you. Don't worry so much about doing it right, so much as making it feel really good. And then when you feel complete with these movements that you're doing, slow down, start to feel yourself again, maybe grounded a little bit more, centered through your pelvis, sitting on the sitting bones or a little in front of the sitting bones if that's comfortable, feet connected to the floor. And then again, we'll take some nice, easy inhales and exhales. Just feeling your breath moving through your body. From here, when you're ready, you're going to take your right ear over towards your right shoulder any amount, paying attention to sensations, no need to go anywhere painful. And then you'll take your right hand and just place it on the left side of your chest, wherever it's comfortable. Take a moment to become really aware of the warmth of your own hand. And start to let the warmth of your hand invite a little more breath into this left lung. Not so much like you're trying to use your breath to move your hand. More, it's like your hand is drawing the breath almost magnetically into the palm as you breathe in and returning the breath as you breathe out. So you're finding an exchange, almost a dance between the hand and the breath. We'll take at least a couple more breaths here, nice and easy, no rush. When you're ready, I'll let your hand come down first. And then you have a couple of options here. You could just bring the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, or if it feels good, you could roll your chin towards your chest first, and then bring your left ear over to your left shoulder. It's very common that the other side of the neck feels a little bit different, so take some time to feel into what positioning is comfortable for you on this side. And then you're going to take that left hand up to the right side of the chest, wherever it's comfortable. And take a moment to tune in to the warmth of your own hand. Allowing the warmth of your hand to draw a little more awareness, a little more breath perhaps into that right lung. Finding that sense of exchange, cooperation between the hand and the breath. Awareness in sensations, in the connection through your palm. Take one more breath here. And when you're ready, let your hand come down. Here again, if you'd like to just bring your head up, you can. If it feels okay to roll your chin towards your chest, you might do that first for a moment. Letting the back of your neck lengthen. No need to go anywhere painful, keeping this comfortable and easy. And then when you're ready, use your breath to guide your head back up, gaze forward. You're going to bring your arms out in front of you, and if it's comfortable for you, you're going to use your hands to hold opposite elbows. So your hands or your arms form something of a box shape in front of the shoulders. And then if it feels comfortable for you, you're just going to press your elbows forward. So I'll show you from the side as well. Elbows press forward. Arms are going to come forward. Shoulders are maybe going to roll forward a little bit. And you might feel even your shoulder blades spreading a little wider on your back. So shoulders and elbows forward, shoulders forward. Shoulder blades wide. Maybe chin to chest if that feels comfortable. Maybe even a little rounding forward through your upper back. And then start to really feel your in-breath in the space between your shoulder blades. It's like your inhale's creating some space in your upper back, broadening. Seeing where you can soften as you breathe out. And there's no need to over effort here. So you might see, is there any way I can make this a little softer, a little more comfortable? And just make space for your breath to do the work here. Lovely. Take at least one more breath, nice and easy. And then when you're ready to come up, you're going to start by unfurling the spine, coming back upright. Release your arms. Let your arms rest for a moment. Notice any sensations. Nice, steady breathing in and out. And for this last movement, we're going to take the arms back. So there's a few options, and this may be partly governed by what chair you're in and how you're sitting. So we're going to move the arms back towards the wall behind you. Okay. As much as possible, you want to think about your arms moving at the shoulders. But it's not so much, I'll show you from the side, it's the arm moving in the shoulder. It's not so much that we're pushing the whole shoulder back. So, a couple of options. If you're in an armchair, a chair with arms, and you're able to get your hands over the arms, you may be able to just take them back a little bit wide. So that's fine. Or if it's comfortable, you might even reach back for the back of the chair. If you're in a chair where you can hold on, so I have these metal pieces here, I'm able to hold on to those with my hands. So I might do that not to pull with, but just to give my hands a little bit of an anchor. Or you could even bend the elbows, and if you're sitting a little forward in the chair, you could take the hands and interlace the fingers behind your back. And pay attention to what you're doing with the shoulder. So no matter where you have your hands, we're not so much using the hand position to push the shoulders back or to pull the shoulders back. We're just finding somewhere to anchor the hands a little bit behind you. Yeah. Shoulders are soft. If they're forward, nothing wrong with it. You're going to see if you can bring your awareness to the space between your shoulder blades. And then you might just hug the shoulder blades in towards the spine. So it's like the shoulder blades are moving in on your back, but you're moving more from the blade, not so much from the front of the shoulder. Subtle. And then bring your awareness to the spaces under your collarbones. If you like, you can imagine you've got gills or perhaps nostrils right underneath your collarbones. And imagine you can breathe directly in and out of this space. Nice, easy collarbone breathing. And of course, we can't breathe literally between the collarbones or under the collarbones. But you may find that that imagery allows you to feel the breath, to experience the breath in a different way. And we'll take a couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can release your hands, bringing your hands back to your starting position wherever you had them. And take a few breaths just to feel how your body feels now. You notice your body is craving a particular movement or stretch, go ahead and do that. Give yourself that gift of whatever it is your body wants. And then after you've taken at least a few breaths just to be here, then you might choose to transition on with your day, or you might choose to sit a little longer and just feel being in the moment, taking a little pause. It's so helpful when we do that. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Take really, really good care.